Hey, it's Will from Will and the Won'ts. I've got my sweatpants on.
Woo! Woo!
Let's talk about Get Out. This song is about my frustration with pretentious people, hipsters and whatnot. I'm sure a lot of you are gonna call me a hipster. There's literally no rebuttal against that, because I think you've probably already made up your mind. Enjoy. Anyways, I kind of projected those frustrations onto a theoretical date that I was meeting. Endless boring conversations about handwritten letters, landlines, wristwatches, and pre-90s nostalgia really irk me. The notion that things were simpler and more pure back in the day is mostly an illusion. We were younger back then, obviously, and life was just inherently simpler because of that. And I think people just sort of project that onto the whole world. I think most of this nostalgic talk is pretty much just a fashion statement anyway. I think there never ends up being a whole lot of substance in these conversations, at least not when I've had them. Am I a hypocrite because I like vinyl? Maybe. Vinyl records are fun toys and they sound good, so sue me. I think this song is just sort of me acting out a fantasy of telling all those people to go away. It's pretty aggressive. It might as well be a rap song. There's no real melody. In this case, I think the wordiness inherent in a lot of my writing kind of actually works to this song's advantage, talking about rambling conversations or whatever. Especially because the chorus is so straightforward, just get out, it's kind of a cool contrast. And I think this chorus works pretty well because I catch people singing along to it at a lot of our shows. So in the last episode about Wake Up Clean, I talked a lot about the sessions for Wake Up Clean, this song Get Out, and Darkness at Dawn, which will be the next episode. So if you want me to go into detail about that, just click on the other video. I think between the two songs, Wake Up Clean and Get Out, the Get Out was simpler to do, simpler to put together. It was pretty fleshed out musically already, and because it kind of relies just heavily on that weird funky riff, we didn't have to think too much about adding musical hooks or changing anything musically. Just a side note, I have no idea how or why I came up with this riff. It's not in the style that I normally write in, and it's just atypical for me. Pre-production, we changed the overall drum beat a little bit, made the bass line walk a little more, just kind of tried to get things to sort of punch and walk and strut a little more. And I think Luther tried to get us sort of somewhat of a Motown-y vibe from what we were doing. I don't think the song sounds like that, but we just tried to add a little of that flavor. By the way, I think I'd like to add that Guy's bass line on this song is really awesome, and it's kind of a drag that it doesn't shine through quite so much on the recording. It's best on the vinyl copy. It does definitely kind of peek out a little better, but we kind of went really fast in the studio, and we were limited in our recording technology that we were using. That's just kind of how things turned out. I'm actually glad that we did it that way. The whole painstaking attention to detail thing kind of kills my artistic impulses a lot. And I hate going through things with a scalpel, it's just, it's the worst. But anyway, that's my summary for Get Out. We'll see you next time for Darkness at Dawn. Thanks for hanging out.
Get out! Get out! You got a lot of nerve!